Hello, friends. Welcome to my program, Colonel's Punch. Today, I'll present the most courageous Rani Chennamma of Keladi and her glorious support to Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj. It's the most historical event to date. Now let us see a little more on Rani before we get down to Chhatrapati Rajaram. Rani Keladi ruled from 1671 to 1696. Her husband, the king, was little wayward, and she was in charge of the whole system. She even adopted a child and trained him to later lead Keladi. She was brave, courageous, and had a mind of her own. She successfully fought wars with the Sultanate of Bijapur, Mysore, and even the mighty Aurangzeb Mughals. She was able to conclude very important treaties by which she was able to bring peace to Keladi and prosperity. She was a wonderful administrator. People were happy with her. The Portuguese traded spices and brought wealth. She was pious and in her old age visited Kashi and all religious places, gave them funds, and even in Keladi she made a township where the learned could come and hold discussions. Now let us come to that event which I was talking about. Rani Chennamma of Keladi will always be remembered for gallant stand against Alamgir Aurangzeb and giving the Marathas the opportunity to fight back and defeat Aurangzeb. It's known that Chhatrapati Shivaji died in 1680. Now, Aurangzeb was wanting to capture the Deccan and go down south. And the moment he heard that Chhatrapati Shivaji was dead, he, along with over 6 lakh army with guns, cannons, horses, elephants, the might of Asia, as you know, landed at Aurangabad and he started his operations. The first to fall was the Sultanate of Bijapur in 1686, then Golconda in 1687. Then he trapped and brutally killed Chhatrapati Sambhaji with full vengeance. Now this the Marathas were going to strike back. But then Aurangzeb will not stop. He started taking forts after forts and he laid siege to Raigad where the Maratha kingdom was. Now here, Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj was crowned. He was just 19 years old and he decided to escape with his queen Tarabai to Jinji. Now remember, Chhatrapati Shivaji, before his death, had made a sudden campaign in which he captured the fort of Jinji. Now, Jinji fort is about 70 kilometers from Madras and closer to Pondicherry. So, therefore, this was a fort which could be fed from the sea also. So, now his point was to go to Jinji and from there to fight back. Now, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had decided that at some time Aurangzeb or the Mughals will try and capture all his forts and then go down. And he knew that he must have a strategy where he could have land to fight. So he had decided to go south. And there is where Aurangzeb made his first grave. Now, Aurangzeb started chasing Rajaram, who had moved out of the fort and escaped. He was just 19 years old, and he escaped towards north of Panhala and then gone down towards Karnataka. And it is here in Shimoga at Keladi that he took his first shelter. Now, Rani Chennamma of Keladi used her Raj Dharma. She said Chhatrapati Shivaji had given them patronage from all the sultanates and the Mughals, and she will help Rajaram. Her nearest colleagues and ministers and the Senapati refused to follow. They said no. Their advice was to just hand over and finish with it. There comes a stern letter from Aurangzeb then, telling the Rani of Keladi to either surrender Rajaram or face the war. In no time, the Mughal army started marching towards Keladi. Rani sent a small message saying that Chhatrapati Rajaram is not with us. In fact, she had given shelter to Rajaram, and then also with her support, Chhatrapati Rajaram had got funds. Now there was a huge fight, a war going on in front of Keladi. And like Bijapur forces, the Aurangzeb forces were also butchered in the monsoons, in the hills, the ravines, same guerrilla tactics, and from the left and right, the Marathas were striking at their administration. So the news came that Chhatrapati Rajaram had moved and reached Jinji Fort. Not losing the opportunity, Aurangzeb asked his troops to go straight for Jinji, and the Rani signed a treaty giving some tributes to Aurangzeb. Now this is why I want to tell you that if the Rani won't have stopped the Mughals from capturing Rajaram, the history of Marathas and the history of India would have been different. Chhatrapati Shivaji's objective of Hind Swaraj would have been defeated. After that, for 27 years, Aurangzeb was not in Delhi, he was in Aurangabad fighting the Marathas neck to neck. And his army of 6.5 lakhs was being butchered, slaughtered, and died of sickness. all his Sardars wanted to return back and have some peace. But finally, Aurangzeb did capture Jinji, but Chhatrapati Rajaram had escaped. And from there, Rajaram, the mighty Tara Rani of Kolhapur, gave a fight back. They raided Burhanpur and they started crossing Narmada. Old Aurangzeb, now 89, died. With him died his dream of ruling India, the entire India. The savior was Queen Rani Chennamma. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the year of women empowerment, and it's our 75 years of celebrations. Well, here are three ladies that stand out. First is Rani Chennamma of Keladi. She fought the Mughals in 1690. Then is Rani Tarabai of Kolhapur, who not only fought the Mughals but defeated them, and Aurangzeb died heartbroken. And the third is Rani Chennamma of Kittur, who fought the British in 1829. Let us all get together and celebrate their bravery. May I request the Prime Minister, the CM of Karnataka, and the nation to applaud the achievement of these three gallant, chivalrous ladies. Jai Hind.